Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my channel, your trusted source 24/7 News Buzz, where you can catch up with the latest IPOB news and updates. Before we dive in, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you are always the first to know about our updates. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the news. So, in today's update, I'm going to talk about the situations of things in Southeast concerning the sit-at-home on Mondays. So I single-handedly decided to travel to some of the states and regions in Southeast to know and understand the situation of things over there concerning the sit-at-home. And from my research, I indicate that adherence to the sit-at-home order on Mondays, as mandated by the indigenous people of Biafra, has diminished in several areas within the Southeast. The directive, which was a protest intended to compel the zoo government to release IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, who faces charges related to activism for the realization of Biafran's independence encompassing the Southeast states, was enforced by IPOB and its paramilitary wing, the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Although the group previously announced the suspension of the order, some residents in the region continue to stay home on Mondays, possibly due to fear. IPOB had previously distanced itself from the order, with its spokesman Emma Powerful stating that the order has been suspended. For instance, residents of Imo State expressed their discomfort with the directive. In a discussion with a resident of Imo State, Uche expressed that numerous challenges were confronting him, and he emphasized that remaining idle at home would not resolve them. He observed that many individuals are enduring hardships due to the prevailing economic difficulties in the country. Uche highlighted that providing for his family was a significant challenge, and eliminating Mondays from the work week would exacerbate the difficulty of meeting his family's needs. The chief press secretary of the state governor, Uguike Nwachukwu, stated that there is no longer a sit-at-home order on Mondays in the state. He clarified that only the federal and state government possesses the authority to declare public holidays in the country. In Imo State, the citizens has been instructed to conduct their usual activities on Mondays without apprehension, as the government has implemented measures to ensure peace and tranquility. However, in January 2025, more than 22 individuals were acquired by the suspected members of IPOB in the areas of Abia, Eziawa, Etinasa, Umuhu, Amaku, and Amebe, all located within the Osu local government area of Imo State. On July 2024, individuals suspected to be IPOB members allegedly invaded the communities of Umualoma, Ndia Konwata, and Ndi Ejezie in Arondizog within the Idiato and Idiato North local government area, resulting in the buyings of 26 people. Nonetheless, these buyings were not conclusively linked to the directive, and residents were too fearful to voice their complaints publicly. Also, according to my research conducted in Ebonyi, the sit-at-home order has proven to be largely ineffective, as individuals continue to engage in their regular activities both within and outside the state capital without any hindrance. The level of adherence to this directive in the state remains negligible. Residents typically proceed with their daily routines and businesses with no enforcement of the order by any group. Educational institutions, businesses, banks, and markets generally operate every Monday, attending to their respective duties. In an effort to ensure the effectiveness of the order, the state government has established a task force to guarantee that banks, markets, schools, and other offices remain operational, with the task force actively monitoring for compliance with the government's directive. The police spokesperson in the state, SP Joshua Okando, said that the residents no longer adhere to the directive, which has subsequently facilitated the work of the security agencies. Furthermore, security agencies in the state have advised the public against adhering to the IPOB directive. To reassure the populace of their safety, a coordinated team of security agencies often conducts demonstrations of the strength. Ebonyi being an agricultural state places significant importance on routine daily activities such as trading and farming, as well as agribusiness. A considerable portion of the population relies on these daily endeavors for their livelihood, which contributes to their non-compliance with the directive. Firstly, there was a prevalent fear of potential attacks despite consistent assurances from the police command and related agencies. However, such fear has diminished. On Mondays, individuals conduct their usual business activities. Furthermore, based on my research, adherence to the order has progressively decreased in most regions of Abia State, except in certain rural areas where schools remain closed and vehicular movement is limited on Mondays. In discussion with the leadership in Aba, the state commercial center, some respondents indicate that instead of remaining idle with most markets are closed, they now use the day for meetings or leisure activities. Nonetheless, those who choose to either remain at home or abstain from traveling on highways do so due to fear of the unknown, particularly concerning criminal elements exploiting the period for illicit activities. While the government continues to encourage citizens to carry on with their daily activities, assuring them of security, it is reported that IPOB has suspended the order, yet some residents remain unpersuaded. So that is the end of our news broadcast for now. We will be back shortly, but before then, don't forget to subscribe.